Introduction to Zero Trust. Zero Trust is a cybersecurity paradigm that has gained significant traction in recent years due to the evolving threat landscape and the need for enhanced security measures. Traditional security models relied on the concept of a trusted perimeter, or once inside the corporate network, users and devices were often given broad access to resources. However, the increasing sophistication of cyber threats and the rise of remote work have rendered this model inadequate. What is Zero Trust? Zero Trust is a security approach that operates on the core principle of never trust, always verify. In other words, it assumes that no user or device, whether inside or outside the network, should be inherently trusted. Instead, Zero Trust demands continuous verification of the identity and security posture of users, devices, and applications attempting to access resources. Key tenets of Zero Trust. 1. Verify identity. Zero Trust starts with strong authentication and identity verification for all users and devices attempting to connect to the network or access resources. Multi-factor authentication (MFA) is often a fundamental component. 2. Least privilege access. Users and devices are granted the minimum level of access required to perform their tasks. This principle reduces the potential attack surface and limits lateral movement in case of a breach. 3. Microsegmentation. The network is divided into smaller, isolated segments, and traffic between these segments is rigorously controlled. This restricts attackers' ability to move laterally within the network. 4. Continuous monitoring. Real-time monitoring and analysis of network traffic and user behavior are essential for early threat detection. Suspicious activities trigger immediate responses. 5. Data encryption. Sensitive data is encrypted both in transit and at rest to protect it from interception or theft. Why Zero Trust matters. The Zero Trust model is critical for modern organizations for several reasons. Evolving threat landscape. Cyber threats are becoming more sophisticated, and attackers frequently bypass traditional security perimeters. Remote work. The rise of remote work has expanded the network's boundaries, making it essential to secure access from various locations and devices. Data protection. Zero Trust helps safeguard sensitive data, ensuring it remains confidential and protected, even in the event of a breach. In the following slides, we will explore 6 key strategies that Chief Information Security Officers, CISOs, can implement to establish an effective Zero Trust security posture within their organizations. Strategy 1. Identity and Access Management, IAM. IAM Fundamentals. Identity and Access Management, IAM, is a foundational pillar of the Zero Trust framework. It revolves around managing and securing digital identities, ensuring that the right individuals or systems have the appropriate level of access to resources. IAM encompasses the following key elements. 1. User authentication. IAM ensures that users are who they claim to be through robust authentication methods, including passwords, multi-factor authentication, MFA, and biometrics. 2. Authorization. Once authenticated, users are only granted access to the resources they need to perform their job roles. This principle aligns with the least privilege concept. 3. User lifecycle management. IAM covers the entire user lifecycle, from onboarding to offboarding, ensuring that access permissions are adjusted as needed. IAM in a Zero Trust context. In a Zero Trust architecture, IAM is instrumental for implementing the never trust, always verify approach. Continuous authentication. Rather than relying solely on initial login credentials, IAM continuously monitors user behavior and prompts for re-authentication if suspicious activity is detected. Dynamic access control. Access permissions can change dynamically based on user behavior, location, and context. This adaptability enhances security without hindering productivity. Benefits of IAM in Zero Trust. 1. Enhanced security. IAM minimizes the risk of unauthorized access and credential theft by continually verifying user identities. 2. Reduced attack surface. Limiting access to the minimum necessary resources reduces the potential attack surface, making it harder for attackers to move laterally within the network. 3. Compliance. IAM helps organizations meet regulatory compliance requirements by providing strict control over user access and data protection. In the next slides, we'll delve into additional strategies that complement IAM in building a robust Zero Trust cybersecurity posture. Slide 4, Strategy 2, Microsegmentation.
Understanding microsegmentation. Microsegmentation is a critical component of a zero-trust cybersecurity strategy aimed at enhancing network security by dividing the network into smaller, isolated segments or zones.
Unlike traditional network security models that rely on perimeter defenses, microsegmentation operates on the principle of never trust, always verify within the network itself.
Key elements of microsegmentation.
1. Segmentation zones. Networks are divided into discrete segments, often based on the sensitivity of the data or the function of the systems within each segment. 2. Granular access controls. Access controls are implemented at a granular level, restricting communication between segments to only what is necessary for legitimate business purposes. 3. Zero trust networking. Microsegmentation enforces the zero trust model by assuming that threats can exist within the network. It limits lateral movement, even if an attacker gains access to one segment.
Benefits of microsegmentation. 1. Enhanced security. By isolating segments, the impact of a breach is limited, preventing attackers from easily moving laterally across the network. 2. Data protection. Sensitive data is isolated within secure segments, reducing the risk of data breaches. 3. Compliance. Microsegmentation helps organizations meet compliance requirements by tightly controlling access to sensitive data. Implementation considerations. 1. Network assessment. Begin with a comprehensive network assessment to identify segmentation needs and understand traffic patterns. 2. Policy definition. Define access policies based on business requirements, ensuring that legitimate communication is allowed. 3. Automation. Consider automation tools to dynamically adjust access controls based on changing conditions and threats.
Incorporating microsegmentation into your zero trust strategy strengthens your organization's security posture by limiting the lateral movement of threats and protecting critical assets. Stay tuned till the end. In the subsequent slides, we'll explore additional strategies to further bolster your zero trust cybersecurity approach.
Strategy 3. Continuous monitoring.
The importance of continuous monitoring. Continuous monitoring is a pivotal strategy within the Zero Trust framework, ensuring that cybersecurity remains vigilant and adaptive in the face of evolving threats. In a rapidly changing threat landscape, the ability to detect and respond to threats in real time is crucial.
Key components of continuous monitoring.
1. Real-time data collection. Continuous monitoring involves the continuous collection of data from various sources, including network traffic, logs, and endpoint activities. 2. Behavioral analysis. This strategy employs advanced analytics and machine learning to establish baseline behavior patterns and identify anomalies that may indicate security breaches. 3. Threat intelligence integration. Continuous monitoring incorporates threat intelligence feeds to stay updated on emerging threats and attack vectors. Benefits of continuous monitoring. 1. Early threat detection. By continuously analyzing network traffic and user behavior, organizations can identify security incidents as soon as they occur. 2. Reduced dwell time. Detecting threats early allows for faster response and mitigation, reducing the time attackers have to operate undetected. 3. Improved incident response. Continuous monitoring provides security teams with valuable data for incident investigation and response. Implementing continuous monitoring. 1. Data sources. Identify and gather data from key sources such as firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and endpoint security solutions. 2. Analytics tools. Deploy advanced analytics tools that can detect anomalies and potential threats. 3. Response framework. Develop a well-defined incident response plan to address threats promptly. Integration with Zero Trust. Continuous monitoring aligns seamlessly with the Zero Trust model by verifying the trustworthiness of users and devices throughout their interactions with network resources. Incorporating continuous monitoring into your Zero Trust strategy ensures that your organization can adapt to new threats and respond swiftly, maintaining a robust security posture. In the upcoming slides, we'll delve into additional strategies that contribute to a comprehensive Zero Trust cybersecurity approach. Strategy 4. Least Privilege Access. The principle of least privilege, PLP. One of the foundational principles of a Zero Trust cybersecurity strategy is the principle of least privilege, PLP. This principle revolves around the concept that users and systems should be granted only the minimum level of access or permissions necessary to perform their job functions.
Key tenets of least privilege access. 1. Access restriction. Users are granted access to resources, systems, and data on a need-to-know and need-to-use basis. This approach limits unnecessary privileges. 2. Continuous review. Access permissions are regularly reviewed and adjusted as job roles evolve or change, ensuring that privileges remain aligned with responsibilities. 3. Risk reduction. By restricting access, the potential for misuse or data breaches is significantly reduced, contributing to a more secure environment. Benefits of least privilege access. 1. Minimized attack surface. Limiting user and system access reduces the potential attack surface, making it harder for attackers to exploit vulnerabilities. 2. Data protection. Sensitive data remains secure, as only authorized personnel can access it, lowering the risk of data breaches. 3. Compliance. Adherence to the PLP assists organizations in meeting regulatory compliance requirements by ensuring data privacy and security. Implementing least privilege access. 1. Access assessment. Begin with a comprehensive assessment to identify and document current access permissions. 2. Role-based access control. RBAC. Implement RBAC, which assigns permissions based on specific job roles, ensuring that users have access only to what's necessary for their tasks. 3. Regular auditing. Conduct regular audits and reviews of access permissions to maintain alignment with organizational needs. Integration with Zero Trust. Least privilege access is a fundamental component of the Zero Trust model, as it aligns with the core principle of verifying trust continuously rather than assuming it based on position or location within the network. By adopting the principle of least privilege, organizations can significantly reduce the risk of insider threats and external attacks, reinforcing their Zero Trust cybersecurity approach. In the forthcoming slides, we'll explore additional strategies that complement the principle of least privilege in building a robust Zero Trust security posture. Strategy 5. Data encryption. The significance of data encryption. Data encryption is a critical component of any comprehensive cybersecurity strategy, especially within the Zero Trust framework. It involves converting sensitive information into an unreadable format that can only be deciphered by authorized parties with the appropriate encryption keys. Key aspects of data encryption. 1. In-transit encryption, encrypting data as it is transmitted over networks, safeguarding it from interception or eavesdropping by unauthorized entities. 2. At-rest encryption, protecting data stored on devices or servers by encrypting it when it's not in active use, ensuring that even if physical access is gained, the data remains secure. 3. End-to-end encryption, ensuring that data remains encrypted from the sender to the recipient, preventing interception or tampering during transit. Benefits of data encryption. 1. Confidentiality. Encryption safeguards sensitive information, ensuring that even if intercepted, it remains indecipherable without the proper decryption keys. 2. Compliance. Encryption is often a requirement for meeting regulatory and compliance standards, particularly in industries handling sensitive data. 3. Protection against insider threats. Encryption limits access to authorized users, reducing the risk of insider threats or accidental data exposure. Implementing data encryption. 1. Data classification. Identify and classify sensitive data to determine the appropriate level of encryption required. 2. Use strong encryption algorithms. Utilize robust encryption algorithms and protocols to ensure the highest level of security. 3. Key management. Establish secure key management practices to protect encryption keys and ensure they are only accessible to authorized personnel. Integration with Zero Trust. Data encryption aligns seamlessly with the Zero Trust model by ensuring that even if a threat actor gains access, the data remains secure and unreadable without the proper keys. By prioritizing data encryption, organizations bolster their overall security posture, safeguarding critical information from unauthorized access or interception. In the upcoming slides, we'll explore additional strategies that complement data encryption in building a robust Zero Trust security approach. Strategy 6. User training and awareness. Empowering your human firewall. While technology plays a significant role in cybersecurity, it's crucial to remember that your organization's employees are a critical line of defense. Strategy 6 focuses on user training and awareness as an essential component of a robust zero-trust cybersecurity posture. Key elements of user training and awareness. 1. Cybersecurity education. Regularly educate employees about the latest cybersecurity threats, best practices, and company policies. 2. Phishing awareness. Train employees to recognize phishing attempts and other social engineering tactics used by cyber criminals. 3. Incident reporting. Encourage employees to promptly report any suspicious activities or security incidents they encounter. Benefits of user training and awareness. 1. Risk mitigation. Well-informed employees are better equipped to identify and respond to potential security threats, reducing the risk of successful attacks. 2. Cultivate a security culture. Fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness throughout the organization helps create a human firewall that is vigilant and proactive. 3. Compliance. Training and awareness programs support compliance requirements by ensuring that employees understand their roles in safeguarding sensitive data. Implementing user training and awareness. 1. Regular training sessions. Conduct regular cybersecurity training sessions for all employees, covering topics like password security, phishing, and safe web browsing. 2. Simulated phishing exercises. Test employees' ability to recognize phishing emails through simulated exercises. 3. Incident response training. Educate employees on the steps to take in case they suspect a security incident. Integration with Zero Trust. User training and awareness aligns with the Zero Trust model by reinforcing the idea that trust should never be assumed, even among employees. It encourages a mindset of continuous vigilance. By investing in the cybersecurity education and awareness of your workforce, organizations empower their employees to become active participants in defending against cyber threats. Hope you like this video. If you want to get such great information on regular basis, do not miss to subscribe to this channel and hit bell icon. If you want to know any specific questions, just write in comments box, we'll be happy to respond.